The following podcast contains nudity of Neil Breen, graphic violence directed at Neil Breen, and horrible language directed at Neil Breen. It's a magical day.
Where did that come from?
Four guys and a movie. Four guys and a movie. Donnie, Brian, Rob, and Joe reviewing movies for the show. Four guys and a movie.
Where did it come from?
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
It's a
Welcome
magical day.
to the 4 a.m. podcast. The podcast about movies, snacks, and all things nerdy. I don't even have a funny nickname for myself. I am NB Rob, your host today, joined by my magical rocks.
Stock footage of a Tony.
I am Neil Brick.
Disjointed AI. It's not even.
You're doing great, John.
You got this.
Keep going. Can't even call it AI.
No, it's just A.
Yeah. A. Skip.
Okay. That's John.
I'm just a shot of black polished shoes walking in and then bleeding to death and then disappearing.
And we are currently in a black room covered in garbage bags, lying intertwined naked on the floor.
I am cuddling a mustard-colored giant tome that's covered in sprinkles.
But where did they come from, Joe?
Guys,
Where did anything come from in this movie?
so I rolled a critical failure last episode.
Yes, you did.
And you chose,
I
to
chose.
ignore the list.
I did.
And ignore what you rolled from
Yep.
the fail list.
Right?
I went with
Neil Breen's Fateful Findings, his magnum opus, his Saving Private Ryan.
I kind of love this
Wait, it doesn't get any better than this one? This is top Neil Breen?
This is top Neil Breen.
this is pretty
as good as
top.
it gets.
Yeah.
Okay, so the question I was going to ask before, does Neil Breen ever use a laptop that's turned on?
No.
No, he can't.
He
No.
can't. None of the movies.
No.
Like, do they all have laptops?
Yes.
And they're never turned on.
I believe so.
Okay.
That I can't say for sure.
Well,
Is
I've
he
only
always
seen-
an elite computer hacker?
Most of the time.
So I did mention this.
assumed.
I did mention this while we were watching. It's like on The Office when Michael Scott was in improv class, and he always immediately had a gun.
Yep.
He was always Michael Scarn. It's that.
Gotcha.
Neil Breen is always Michael Scarn.
Well, yeah. Well, I mentioned this to John while we were watching, but in later iterations of his films, he, in a dual performance,
Right.
is what he calls AI.
Plays his
Oh,
evil
no.
twin AI brother,
Yeah. Because aliens abducted them and made them into AI.
Cade.
Okay.
I believe is the name.
Cade and Kale.
Cade and Kale. Right.
I almost went with one of those names for my opener.
Fights a tiger at one point. All right, so yeah, this is pretty standard Breen.
Yeah.
I feel like with Neil Breen, though, nothing's standard.
Kind of.
It is.
I mean,
At the same time, yes and no.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm just
He only knows how to do like 10 things, but the way he mixes them together, it is like a master painter with his palette.
yes with Parkinson's.
That's there with Neil Breen, there are constants,
Yep.
but everything around them can drastically change.
Yep. It's like he's doing the same Mad Libs over
Yes,
and over
yeah.
for his movie script.
You got hackers and aliens, basically death and taxes. In the Neil Breen universe.
I do kind of think this was a thing of like he did it and was like, all right, I did it, but I can do it better. And it just continuously, well, not continuously, because Cade and Kale, that gets very different, but
Question number 2.
yeah.
Does any woman ever let him put his tongue inside her Or does he even know how?
I'm gonna
Yes
say,
and no.
I'm gonna say no to both.
Okay.
I believe in the first one we do Double Down.
No, I'm pretty sure that he was just pecking at her. Like in this one.
well,
I don't know.
yes, I don't know if he actually put her tongue in her mouth, but that again goes
all
to
I
my-
really remember are his balls, and
Yes.
I don't want to remember
that
that.
goes to my second part of the answer, which is he doesn't know how.
Wait, did we see balls in the first one?
Yeah, we
too?
did.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's in the trailer.
It was, it
Yeah.
was
I forgot
much
that.
more vivid than this one.
okay.
Because
Feel
he was
free.
belly up.
Yes.
Or, well, belly down, I guess. but
Oh,
Yeah, feel free when we're done to put the trailer on.
His
where
dirty
you can see
danglers
them
were
all.
some filthy floaters.
They were buoyant.
The Breen peen.
The Breen pea.
Yeah. Who's showing some brain?
Oh God, hanging
I have
brain.
a question, and I have the
Yes.
answer.
Okay.
How does he keep making these movies?
He is an architect by trade and probably makes a shit ton of money.
Yep.
Was it an architect?
Yeah, he's an
Okay.
actual architect.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if it was an architect or if he was in real estate.
I assume that house is just his.
That
That
explains
he's like,
it.
Yeah.
He's an idiot savant.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
his autism.
I don't know if
power
savant is the word.
His architecture.
is being architecture world.
He's got lots.
Design.
He has more dollars than cents. We'll say.
I want to see in his mind what he thinks psychotherapy is like, because it's clear he's
pretty
never
sure
gone to a therapist.
Pretty sure we saw what he thinks.
But like
I
just
want-
exactly what he thinks goes on in there.
I want to know what a building he designs
Yeah.
looks like.
More importantly, I want to know what he thinks he is like.
Yeah.
But the
Because
thing
he
is-
clearly thinks he's like a 20-year-old Chris Hemsworth.
Right. Well, he's obviously got money, so his designs are probably decent. I feel like he's probably a very competent architect,
Probably.
which is why he's so terrible at everything else.
It might be one of those like left brain, right brain kind of deals.
Yeah, I mean, so look at it this way: his level of autism is such that he's got to be a pretty good architect.
Or,
That's what it is.
or I'm going to pose this now.
yes, please.
Again, a Neil Breen movie constant, and maybe for good reason. He was an amazing architect till the day he got hit by a car.
He took
And
a
he
Rolls
started
Royce to
making
the
movies.
face.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Because that's in almost every one of his movies.
getting hit by
Getting
a
hit
car.
by a car
Yes.
or being an architect.
Getting hit by a car. Most of his movies, I don't know what the hell he does.
I mean, he
other
doesn't
than
know how
act.
laptops work. He doesn't know how books work.
He doesn't know how mouths
He
work.
doesn't know how sex works. Mouths, right? Pills,
He lives in a trash bag.
Conversation.
Toilets.
toilets. Yeah, it's
Human
just-
interaction.
You're right. He's just yeah. Anyway, I'm assuming nobody here at this table has seen Fateful Findings in its entirety before. Have you, Tony?
Oh, God, yeah.
Okay, all right.
I have
never
never
seen
seen it, never heard of it, and didn't know who Neil Breen was until now.
Okay.
God, no, oh, you didn't see the other one?
This is my first exposure to Neil Breen.
I think it was Will last time we did a Neil Breen.
No, it
Oh,
was.
is that why he stopped coming?
I thought it was Tony, you, and me, and then John, in lieu of watching the movie, just followed along looking at pictures on his phone and like
That
reading a
kinda
plot
sounds
summary.
right.
No, I
Really?
witnessed one where like he ate tuna fish cans. And,
Yeah,
okay.
constantly.
yeah.
Yeah, there
no,
was
I
a-
saw that movie.
There was a
Okay.
different movie then that you didn't watch.
I
Because that
really
happened.
done though.
Oh, I'm not saying Neil
We
Breen
just
movie.
did Double
I just mean
Down.
it was a different movie John didn't watch for some reason.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it did
fair.
happen. I don't remember. What
Yeah,
it was
that's
either.
fine. That's
Yeah.
fine. So Tony, tell me a little bit about this film.
This should be interesting.
Yeah. Well, no, it's
Well, we know the cast list isn't going to be much.
Yeah.
with debatable added time to search for this. I couldn't find a lot. Shocker. Everything around this movie is a fucking mystery.
Really?
We'll start with this. The release date of this movie is 2012, 2013, or 2014.
Sure.
I mean, the release happened in his garage, so
Yeah, it's-
it probably
so the-
wasn't
Well,
popularly
Well, no, but that's the
attended.
thing.
The
It was
credits at the end did say copyright 2012.
yeah. Yes. It originally a private screening for the Butt Numathon, whatever that is, in 2012 was its first appearance. Then
Numathon.
That's what I found. Then the Seattle International Film Festival in 2013 put it out to the public, and then it was released in some theaters in January of 2014. We caught this, of course. It's not really a tidbit, I guess, because he blatantly says it in the rest of the movie, but all the companies, quote-unquote companies, at the end of this movie that have N or B in them are just Neil Breen. And for some reason, both the ladies that Neil Breen is with, including the one he grew up with, is like 20 years younger than him. I don't know her exact age, because even that is a fucking mystery.
Well, the part of the reason for that, what I've read, is in his movies, the actors that he casts, he hires through Craigslist ads.
No.
Yes. But this is where well, at least for me, it gets interesting. So Neil Breen, on his IMDb, his birthday is 1958. So he is 67 currently.
God,
Yeah, but was 54 when he made this.
Sure.
The woman that plays his wife, who also has an IMDb thing, and seems to be
Late
not
30s?
in much. She's done more
Yeah.
producer work, but yes, she's no, in this she's, I think it was like 25, I want to say.
Okay.
But the woman that
Sorry, miss.
he quote unquote grew up with, who has been in fucking Angel.
Huh.
I
Okay.
could not find a birth date. So, I don't know.
Some people are just smarter than others.
I suppose. I won't even bother you guys with the budget stuff, because who the fuck knows with that one as well. It is estimated the budget for this movie,
$500.
not far off, $5,000. So,
I guess you had to rent a Rolls Royce, unless I was Breen.
And yeah, it, even though it did appear in at least some theaters, I could not find gross for this. So,
Oh, I found gross.
well, there's plenty of gross in this, but
Now, on the note of the any establishment with N or B in the name, so the credits roll. You get all these different companies, and then at the very end it says any company with the name, the letter N or B in the name is fictional. And you're like, well, then why the fuck even put it there?
I think you just summed up the whole movie.
It just makes it sound like this is a money laundering scheme.
Well, again, it's that thing of, I have to imagine he thought, oh, this will be clever and cool. Like,
Yes.
if I say
but
I'm
it's illegal.
well, but if I say I'm catering, that doesn't look professional. If I say eat catering,
Yeah, but
But
the
have
whole
that-
point
yes,
of doing that.
yes, but then I think he also thought this was going to be like the very small text you get, like no animals were harmed with, that no one pays attention to, except he made it fucking the same size as everything else.
Like, I know I was late getting here and whatnot, but why the hell did you guys watch the credits?
Because I told them to.
Like, I fucking, the moment those were on the screen,
I mean, they're
So,
also like
I
a
was
minute
done
long.
here.
So when I was in college, I had a graphic designer professor that did her syllabus in 8-point font, all of it strike through. And I was like, why did you do that? And she's like, because I wanted you to read it carefully. So one possible explanation is because it worked with me. When I saw all of the things with an N or B in it are fictional, I was like, wait. And then I rewound it and I rewatched the credits. So maybe it was some kind of ploy.
Neil Breen,
Again-
4D chess.
Yes, again, it's the question of, is this man insane? Is he a genius? Is he an idiot? We don't know.
The line between the two, you know, you can waver back and forth.
He could be all of it. I have no idea.
It's a windy road.
I'm not convinced he's fully human. So
Yeah, no, he like when I have to describe Neil Breen to someone, I'm like, he is something else pretending to be a human.
Yeah. He's a skinwalker.
Yeah. Possibly an alien, possibly a robot.
Possibly an alien robot.
Actually,
Yeah, could be an alien robot.
what's really frightening is there any chance that the Wizard of Oz is real and he is the Scarecrow? Because that would explain a lot.
I mean, that raises the possibility.
I mean, he's got the look. He doesn't have a brain.
Now,
There's a lot there.
who's in this movie?
Okay.
Is Neil Breen in it?
Oh, you know he is.
Oh, he's all over it.
Special
Besides
appearance by Neil Breen's ass.
Neil Breen, you have Clara Landrat as Emily, Jennifer Autry as Leia,
Don't ask me
Victoria
which character's
Viveros
which.
as Amy. Okay, so Emily is the redhead that
Leia.
starts the movie as his
Wife.
significant other.
Leia is the magical girl,
Yep.
right?
Yeah. Leia is the magical girl. Amy is the murderer. And then you have David Silva as Jim. And there are others,
Yeah.
but
No.
I couldn't tell you who these characters are.
Psychiatrist, doctor,
Yep.
people that watch
David
him die
Miranda
in the
is
street.
senator.
Oh yeah, at the end.
The senators, yeah. We'll get there.
Yeah. Maybe. The movie starts out.
Are we doing any fat chat?
Oh, nah, not really. I don't
All
really
right.
have anything.
Then I'm eating this brownie.
Eat that brownie. Yeah. So we start out in a very Wiseauian fashion here.
A very magical day.
It is
Very
a magical day.
Well, so it's in this like the stock footage of the skyscraper first.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that is the only establishing shot in the entire film.
Yes.
I mean, it establishes a shot.
Yeah, but there's-
that's about it.
Yeah. I
No,
don't
but
know that-
editing wise, there's never indication that you've changed location or time of day or any. You're just doing something else.
Or time of year.
Time of year, yeah, anything. Like there
There
are
are plenty
zero
of-
establishing
There
shots.
are plenty of things that happen where I'm not sure if they happened 2 hours ago
Yeah.
or 8 years ago.
Yep.
Or if they actually happened.
So we got two kits.
Well,
They're
we did start with a slow zoom on a giant mustard colored book.
Oh,
with
yeah.
sprinkles on it.
right. Okay.
That means not a goddamn thing, but you're going to see it like 10 times.
So Neil Breen put his single camera on a rolling television cart and wheeled it down the hall of a you store it.
And let me just clarify a point that Rob just said. In case you missed it, it was not that Neil Breen put a camera. He put
His own
the camera.
Which-
There is only one camera.
which I have not yet been convinced it's not just his phone.
And I'm pretty sure that camera also has the one microphone
Correct.
because the sound in this movie certainly sounds like that.
So
Think that's why one particular person yelled all her lines?
Where did that come from?
So yeah, then we do cut to two delightful young scamps farting around in the wilderness.
yeah, this little boy and this little girl are dancing like they're going through. All right.
Wooded area.
Yeah. But they get there by way of the desert?
Sure.
Sure, yeah.
California.
Okay. So they're walking through the desert first.
These are human children.
human children.
Should point out the girl in this couple is clearly a year or two older than the
Right?
boy.
Yes, the girl seems to be older than the
For
boy.
continuity purposes, is pretty hilarious.
Although they may be the same age at that age.
they're right at
girls
that age
could
where
be.
the
get
girls
bigger
take
yeah,
faster.
the puberty is kicking in.
But if there is little to no age gap between these two, is all we're saying. That's
Yeah,
our
the main
establishing
If
shot.
anything, the female is older.
Yeah. So they're going through the desert. They pass
For now.
by a skull of a ram, and it very spookily turns to follow them.
And by that we mean one horn is tied to a piece of fishing line.
Yeah, but somebody drags this poor fucking thing through the desert.
It's one of the better effects in this movie.
But
yeah,
why?
unfortunately, so. It's a magical day. Tony.
Yeah.
And so it's passing through this desert. They wind up in a forest and find a portobello mushroom cap on the ground.
Yep.
Which slowly fades away to reveal
A landmine.
Well, like the little boy just has his hands flat out in front of him and not moving them.
He's ready to cup the mushroom tip.
Because he knows he can't move them while we put this effect
Oh yeah, we
in.
can. No. We can do the transition effect. So
Becomes like a jewelry box?
yeah, a little. Yeah,
The Hellraiser cube? I don't know. The Wish-Upon box, maybe?
it's
Full of treasure.
It's like a jewelry box you'd get at like a place that sells swords and dragon statues.
Yes.
Yep.
And mogwais and jewelry boxes.
Chances are that place will also have magic rocks.
Yeah, that is correct.
Although, weirdly, there are also some magic rocks, shiny stones, or
Crystals,
whatever that are
something.
right
Yep.
next
They're
to
just
the
there.
mushroom.
And a pile, a very neat
For no reason.
pile on the ground.
Yeah.
So these kids open up this jewelry box and pull out a black stone inside.
It's a D6. You can say it.
It's kind of a D6, yeah. And they just the boy decides he's gonna pocket this thing, but they're like, if we don't put something back in this box, it's
bad luck.
It's bad luck. The kid's like, I'm not afraid. And then
That's
he's
why
like,
you're gonna get hit by
"Wait,
a car."
yes, I am. So
then
I'm
they
gonna
put
put
stuff
something
in it anyway.
Yeah. So they just pick up some
Well,
of
I
the
think
gems.
he wasn't afraid, but she put stuff.
No,
Yeah.
whatever. One of the kids put some gems in this thing.
So he aged twice as fast as you.
Yeah.
Again, he aged twice as fast. He got hit by a car. Like, bad things happened.
And she went to med school. So
Yeah, it took a little longer.
so they fill this box back up and they decide to hide it again by just putting debris on top of it.
It was basically a geocache that they
It
found.
really was. It was just a geocache.
But it magically turns back into a mushroom.
Except
What
for
if
that
it
part.
was? If they just came across it.
I want to talk about the next scene. Because
Okay.
this is where Dylan and
Okay.
Leah part from each other.
Yes.
Yes.
And I know why this is happening in the film because Neil Breen doesn't understand how to frame a scene. But could you just imagine from someone looking out their window down the street of this one car driving like 2 miles an hour down the street while the daughter hangs out the back window waving goodbye to this kid?
Yeah.
Who slowly walks after it waving.
Because
What the hell kind of emotional trauma is the dad trying to put her through?
I feel this is important.
He's
feel-
got a trauma meter on
Yeah.
the dash. He's like, we're not at 88 yet.
This is important, guys. This is important. We can't pass over the fact that the girl has a notebook with her
That is
Oh, that's
important,
true.
yes.
That's right.
and writes
Yes.
down in a very important plot point that it is, in fact, a magical day.
day.
Does not use the lines of the notebook.
At
No,
this
just
time,
writes it.
I want to remind everyone at this table to occasionally check in on John for a wellness check.
I know that John's not capable of crying, but it looks like he's about to right now.
Just somebody, Bricks, slap him in the nuts real quick.
Do not do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
No, this is
Just the edge.
this is me trying to hold it together and not just start screaming like a madman.
No, you should, though.
So poor,
In part
Within
thanks
reason.
to the adult candy
Yep.
Rob gave me
You're
before
welcome.
we watched the movie.
That's why I did it.
Which it really... I wanted it to work for the movie, but it didn't.
Well, I can't control.
it's only so much it can do.
Like Mr. T.
Oh,
he had
we,
to be drugged.
we probably
for
should have
this.
done it earlier. But anyway, but yeah, it's. I also want to point out that for whatever reason, some of this shot of this boy slowly chasing after this slow-moving vehicle is done from the point of view of the car. Mm-hmm. So there's no reason for this to be happening.
It's like they're just fucking with the kid.
Well, that or Neil Breen was like, I'm driving around a kid. I don't want to be dangerous.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go real slow. Or Or probably more likely, the camera was hanging in the back of the car. He didn't want it to fall.
Oh, God damn it, honey. Leah's got her head out the fucking window.
Yeah, I mean, the tripod is just an iPhone stand, like a kickstand. So.
Can't drive above 20 or I'm going to kill her.
Like, the guy just turns to his wife, is like, check this out. Just gonna fuck with him.
Throws it in reverse.
Or at the very least, slam on the brakes. So he smashes into the bumper.
Like, he doesn't even have his foot off the gas pedal. Like, it's on the brake just a bit, so the car's going like 2 miles an hour.
The backstory of this, the girl's dad was just like, stop dating my daughter. And he's like, we're moving. Now I'm going to fuck with you.
Yeah. How far down the street do you think he got before he finally, like, started actually going?
Oh, he barely made it past the neighbor's house. Are you kidding me?
No, I mean, I know in real life,
dad.
but in
you mean the dad.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
He stopped at the intersection and he just waited for him to catch up and then turned real fast.
All right, so anyway.
Maybe he was going so slow that it stopped time, and that's why Neil Breen aged so much.
Also,
more.
quick, just to note, they say here they're going to be friends forever, and then immediately never talk to each other
Oh,
again.
yeah. He says he never saw her again.
Yep. Or
And then-
heard from her.
And like you could see the cars and stuff. Like, there was email already.
So,
Although I guess maybe he couldn't get a message onto the old beach that he lives on.
Sure.
So poor Dylan here, this son of a
That
bitch.
son of a bitch.
He never saw her again. He turns into Neil Breen, and then he gets hit by a car in like the span of a minute. Just trifecta of
See that,
shitty
folks?
things.
That's why you always put something back in the box.
Yeah.
He's supposed
nature
to be,
trying to
this
correct
is,
itself.
He's supposed to be in his mid-20s.
I think so.
I think somebody came by and pushed him through the fucking Stargate and aged him 100 years.
I gotta say, for Neil Breen, the getting hit by the car wasn't that bad. Mm-hmm. It was still bad, but it was like, it really wasn't that bad.
Yeah. He saved some of the worst for later.
Yeah.
I mean,
Something definitely
All right.
got hit by the car.
Yeah, they
Sure.
clearly he just used the snipper tool to cut himself out and
Yes.
pushed himself along.
yes,
But
just
But he did it fairly well.
Yeah.
parted the hell out of there.
so anyway, now like he's hit by the car, and we see the faces of certain people, and all of them say the same line over and over again, like "Call
he all right?
911, call 911."
Is he all right?
Yeah, it's
Is he alive?
it's like a video game characters walking down the street, and this is just in the background. Like,
Also, just,
I used to be an adventurer. Like,
yeah.
to help paint the scene, we see him lying on the ground bleeding, quote unquote.
his phone is also bleeding.
His phone is bleeding. But the shoes of all these people are there, and no one's saying a fucking thing until the camera goes to their face, where they
Yeah.
have their one line, and then there's like a solid beat before we go back to shoes
yeah.
of nothing.
Also,
And then repeat.
Every line of dialogue has a 2-second delay
Yeah.
between the next line of dialogue.
well, you gotta make a feature-length film. So also the lady driving, or not even, she's not even the one driving.
No,
it, is she?
no.
She's just in the car.
It's like very obviously a call girl that Neil paid to be in the scene. She looks like she's wearing fucking Alicia Silverstone's outfit from the fucking Aerosmith video or some shit. Oh god.
So,
She probably auditioned for one of the other roles, but he was like, "That's a little too obvious."
so now we see Dylan's got his magic
Audition, that's
little
cute.
onyx cube there, and he gives it a squeeze,
Yeah.
and he gets loaded into ambulance.
By just some passersby, it looked like. They did not have
Yeah.
any sort of uniforms on.
There's a random gust of wind. At this point, I wrote everything looks and sounds wrong. Cut to the hospital. You got
Everything looks and sounds wrong.
some woman and some man. You have no introduction.
Is he
Just
okay?
crying over his body. You get a solid, not hyperbole, solid 30 seconds panning across air tanks and like some kind of breathing apparatus. They don't even have like readouts. It's not even the thing that beeps to do his heart.
We checked on
the
this.
control panel for an exit sign.
Yeah.
Yes. He appears to be hooked up to something that powers LED lights. We looked up the machine. I don't know why. I suspect it's because he was trying to have Energon pumped into his veins.
Because he stole it from one of the construction sites of his building. All right, so
It was probably actually meant to control what little stage lighting that they had.
Yep.
And he's just like, oh, that looks high tech. We'll put that in the
yeah, it
shot.
is. Although we also should mention here, we start with he was walking down the street with a phone, not talking at all.
yeah.
Oh, God.
We cut to, we didn't know at the time, his wife, girlfriend, whatever, who seems to be having a one-sided conversation before he gets hit by this car. Like, and that happens so much.
Yep. So now, the wind blows in the hospital room, and he wakes up, and he has this horrible gauze, like, it looks like a paper mache mask more than
does,
gauze. Like he's like the Phantom of the Opera.
Yes. But for some reason, it covers his mouth and his nose.
They cut a little slit in it.
Kind of.
So he can stick his tongue out.
And then they put an oxygen tube over that, and then an oxygen mask over that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
It's
So
redundancy, Tony. It's
yeah.
redundancy.
Yeah, but like
Also, he's going to become Blank Man. That's why he
I-
has like
I understand he's in charge, and maybe people are afraid to say certain things. But how did no one say, Neil, this looks ridiculous?
What do you think Neil surrounds himself with a bunch of yes men?
No, but I can't even
I think
imagine.
he surrounds
being-
himself with a bunch of I don't care, man.
Yeah.
He surrounds himself with Neil Breen.
I think he barely surrounds himself with that many people, but I would think at least one of these extras would be like, what the fuck is that supposed to be? It's somebody.
So now as he gets up, he's in a hospital gown.
Right.
He walks away, and I forgot who I was dealing with because I'm like, all right, they could cut now.
No.
You know, he doesn't need to bring his ass out. He's like, no, I do.
You can see, like, you can tell as soon as he gets up, he, like, tucked the side all the way over it, but didn't tie it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I'm going to brush against the bed, and my butt cheeks, something for the lady.
yeah, it's a
again.
fan service.
For a 54-year-old man, I guess he's not doing that bad, but still, like,
But
he's a 54-year-old
yeah,
man.
again, he thinks he's like a 25-year-old fucking Chris Hemsworth or something.
But then, like, he walks home or
We think.
something, and you see there's
teleports.
random feet in black shoes that might be the bad guy of this film, but it never does anything. It just walks somewhere and then fades out.
Is it the spirit of death, or I don't know.
John's going home.
John's done. Good night, John.
Can't anymore.
That's not the exit.
John's moving into your closet.
I don't know. At least I hope that's not the bedroom door.
Before you go to bed tonight, you're gonna have to kick John out.
And change the sheets.
Is he enacting the end of this movie?
He might be.
let
You
you
walk
down.
in, the paintings
I'm
are going to be
sorry.
humping the walls. All right, so
John
Now-
just resigned as the president of banks.
yeah, we cut to like there's a blood trail going to a shower, and he's got to be dumping out like an IV bag full of blood.
Marinara
Like
sauce.
this is more than psycho amount of blood in the shower.
It's chunky.
Yeah,
Can you imagine the trail from the hospital?
He must have walked home.
Yes.
yeah.
I want the shot of him walking the entire way home through traffic and
Didn't get a drop on the carpet, though.
And as we find out later, no one noticed he left.
It's like a
No.
street painter.
No, he just walked out of the hospital.
And by the way, folks, at this point, he is standing in the shower completely naked except for the face mask.
Yeah.
He still has.
Yep.
I
Does-
was just at the hospital. It was not that lax. Like, you had to go through a metal detector and shit.
And the face mask as far as I could tell, doesn't really have any bandages around his
No,
head.
no.
So it's just pressed onto his
Yeah.
face.
Just stuck there with double-sided tape.
Just the dried
looks
blood
like
is holding
somebody
it on.
smashed a gauze cake into
Yeah.
his face. and it's
Slots
stuck
over
there.
his ear.
I've mentioned this before, but I am very suspicious that this wasn't an added thing by the one playing his wife or whatever, because that way she didn't have to kiss him in the scene.
you think she was
She's just
ad-libbing?
making out with this paper mache.
This scene, because his wife comes in and she's wearing this little like white negligee thing because she was asleep, and she's like, "You shouldn't have come home from the hospital," and he's like, "I had to," and then she gets in the shower. And they just sort of hold each other, and he gets
slow dance a
her
little
negligee wet enough so you can see her ass.
But not even like,
But-
not even
but-
really.
You see the entirety of him, other than his
Oh, yeah.
little dongle.
Oh
like,
yeah, you get to see the V.
This also occurred to me. Again, who the fuck knows how long it's been? I don't think that long, but he got hit by a car. It seems to be the middle of the day, and she just went home and was getting ready for bed.
Other than pills. We saw enough of him to know that he gets waxed.
Yep. Regularly.
Or his alien body does not
Maybe
produce
he
Yes,
doesn't
it's
hair.
just not part of his species.
Right. So
And now
see that.
we cut to the already discussed Breen standard of he's working at a desk with 4 laptops that are not turned on or
Right.
plugged in.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like 4 different laptops. Is why?
But don't forget his 12 copies of the same book. too.
Yes.
So you can type faster.
Oh,
Rick.
of
Come
course.
on.
I forgot. It's like Yanni with the keyboards.
Well, this is before you could have more than one monitor. So,
Excuse me, he is a world-class hacker.
so I wrote here: Breen has a headache and terrible acting skills.
Which,
So-
yeah, just sorry. But yeah, in this scene, I believe is when the hospital calls and they're like, "Oh, you need to get him back here." And his girlfriend, wife, whatever, is like, "No, he's doing well." And then we cut to him having a horrible headache
Yeah.
in the other room. The fuck?
That is,
He's fine.
his narration is like, I have a computer science degree, but I write novels. Like he's an asshole or something.
Yeah.
I have a master's degree. In
I'm the most
computer
brilliant man in the
science.
world, but I'm stuck doing garbage.
Now we cut to a couple. We've seen the man Jim in this couple, but we have no idea how his relation to the other 2 characters we've met. So this couple is just drunk or getting drunk and arguing, and he's like, "We haven't had sex in months," and she's like, "I'm so busy and my back
My
hurts."
back hurts from my giant titties.
And he's
Where
like,
is this coming from?
I
Where's
have
this
to go.
coming from? It's coming from the fact that we have not had sex in
Where is
Yeah.
this coming from? She repeats all her lines, not just this scene. It's multiple times. She repeats her lines as if she's giving another
Hey.
take,
Yeah.
but it's still in the same scene.
Hey,
So-
at least she yells
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, when you exhaust her dialogue options, she just says, "You bastard," over and over again. But the guy, Jim, only gets to say like 4 things before he has to go in every scene.
There's also some question about the patronage, the parentage of this girl that's
Oh,
here.
yeah.
She's your stepdaughter.
Okay, but doesn't that make you her father?
Yeah, like,
I think.
are you married to someone else?
Is it unrelated
How does this
completely?
work?
They're not sure. I called him the Schrodinger father.
Well, no, I think he's, there's no question this is his daughter, but he's, I guess, throwing it at her that she's his stepdaughter? Or she's her stepdaughter? I don't know
for
why.
what?
I don't know. I don't know. There's so much I don't know.
She goes into her bedroom and lies down as if to sulk, which will be used for a different shot like an hour later.
Yep.
The exact
Yes,
same
yeah.
scene.
I don't know if I could call it
She
sulking.
expresses breed
Well, no,
emotions.
he told her to sulk. She did nothing. He was like, perfect.
Yeah.
Do it like I taught you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Yes. I'm with Rob. I think he was like, sulk. And she was like, ah. And he's like, no, sulkier. Sulkier. Calmer. Down. All right. Doing nothing. Perfect.
Yeah, she's in her head. She's thinking about what he wants, and he's just like, perfect. That's it right there.
She started emoting too much. He started to like short circuit.
I wouldn't be surprised if at one point, just as he is coaching her how to be sad in this moment, she actually broke down into tears and he got upset with her.
Yeah.
I'm not programmed for this.
I
Calm
don't
down.
pay you to cry. All right. So now,
Are you having a period? I don't understand that.
this movie has many sad parts, but now we get where
Yeah.
he decides he's going to throw out his pills,
I was laughing the whole time.
and this poor actress
Where are my pills?
is suddenly like, I have to eat your pills, and he's like, I don't want my pills anymore. I'm dumping them down the toilet,
Like, where are they?
and she just reaches into this toilet, grabs a handful of pills.
Yeah.
First of all, yeah, he's asking for his pills, and I
Where are my
noted
pills?
she sticks 2 of them in her jeans.
Yeah.
She lives there. She has access to the pills.
Yep.
Well, yeah, but
At
maybe
any
she
time.
wanted them like right away.
Yeah.
No, but it's not like you either take them, put them in your mouth, and swallow them, or you come back and grab them later.
Well, she's not human either. That's actually
Yeah,
where her
yeah,
mouth
yeah.
is,
I
in
mean,
her
yeah.
pocket.
Now, do you think as she's sitting there with a handful of toilet water and pills, Neil Breen off camera is motioning for her to put them in her mouth?
Yes.
That's why she sat there staring
Yes.
for so long.
For like a
Could be.
minute.
It occurred to me on this watch. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a because she's addicted to pills, she had to grab him out of the toilet, or if that was a oh yes, he's not taking his pills moment. Mm-hmm. I'm not honestly sure.
I'm pretty sure it was I need the pills.
Yeah, because she had already put the pills in his pants.
And they
I
yell
do
about
think-
it many
Yeah,
times
I mean,
later.
After she reached into the toilet and pulled out the pills, she thought to herself, I have a master's degree in computer engineering, and I'm stuck in this acting
I
career.
have a master's degree in English.
later on when she says my job sucks, she was channeling herself.
She works at bank, okay?
Yes, she does.
Under president of bank.
Also, I should point out, because it'll come up soon, but this woman owns one tank top.
Right.
Well, and she doesn't get another one until this tank top is destroyed.
This is destroyed by the
Neil
Hulk.
Breen is changing his shirt in all these scenes. So that's the only way you could tell time's passing.
He pulls a reverse Hulkster.
Well, the only way you can tell time is passing is he changes his shirts, and if you go by the shadows, because he doesn't let any of these women wear a bra.
Yeah. No, every woman wears a tank top, and that's it.
You can tell which direction is north. You can
Yeah.
tell what time it is.
Maybe he let Dr. Adra wear a bra. Maybe. Don't
I
want
think
to
she
think about
refused,
that.
even if he offered.
All right.
Dr. Acula.
She then, after she's fished these pills out of the toilet, we cut to there's a naked Neil Breen inside a trash bag.
I don't know.
Ominous music's playing.
Yeah.
He's surrounded by black tarps.
Yep.
It reminds me of my first LARP. We segmented rooms off using like tarps and garbage bags.
He sat there naked.
Yeah, we just sat there naked holding each other.
The difference is you didn't then put that on DVD.
Yeah.
Well,
That I know of.
Yeah.
I think this is either supposed to be a black void or perhaps he's in the stone. But either way, it ain't working.
well, they don't explain any of it,
Yeah.
so it doesn't matter.
He wrote down symbolism on the script and then thought of what that would mean later.
It's in the DVD extras. You
Well-
have to watch all
Well,
the
no, what he did is
extra stuff.
he wrote down symbolism and then 6 different examples and then tried to roll the D6.
Oh, yeah.
But there are no
Doesn't have
pips
numbers.
on the thing.
It's-
So he's like, I guess that works.
It's like Kingdom Hearts. You have to play a bunch of different games and read graphic novels to understand the full story.
Then he passed out, and his wife's
Passed out.
like,
Where the fuck is John?
did you take your meds? You're like, you just got them out of the toilet. You know he did.
Like, what's right? You've already established he did not.
And from the way this whole thing was shot, it looked like she was standing in the doorway when he did it.
Yeah.
I'd have no idea. Spatial relations don't mean shit in this movie.
All right. I got a bunch to say about what happens next.
Uh-oh.
So, Brick's just squeaking like an unoiled wheel.
He's running out of helium.
I don't know if that's on the microphone or not, but
Some
Okay.
of that's going to be picked
Come on,
up.
guys.
So-
You're glad I rolled a 1.
tell me you've never been to or asked anyone what happens at a therapist's office without telling me you've ever been to or asked anyone
Dude.
what happens.
Oh,
Let me frame this masterclass in cinema for you. We see a rather nice looking building with like a two directional like raised staircase that's like curved, and it's a real fancy staircase. And we see him go up one, and he goes to a door. It
which,
says,
by the way, is a house or
It's probably
maybe a
Neil
hotel?
Breen's house. On
yeah,
But it is by no means a giant industrial complex where multiple psychiatrists work out of.
no,
It
no.
looks like Fester's wife's house in Adam's Family Values.
Yeah, and this is the better of the two psychotherapists' offices that
Yes.
we see. But it's
Well, it's the
clearly
higher
a
power.
fucking conference room.
It is
Yeah.
the
Like,
one that is actually an office, sure.
Yeah.
what? No therapist ever just uses a conference room unless their office is getting fumigated or something, and that's all
Let me
that's
take
there.
that a little bit further. If they did, they wouldn't sit on
At the opposite end of the table, way the fuck away from you.
It just cleared out. They just finished telling
Yeah.
Rod he made $10 million.
Which, by the
It's
way,
like a subordinate was called in to report to Putin why he fucked up.
It's like,
Yeah.
it's like the dinner scene from Batman.
yes.
All right.
Which, by the way, though, I don't know if you noticed this, Joe, but when they seem to be trying to imply that this is a ginormous table between them.
Oh, yes.
But it obviously only goes about halfway.
Yep.
And then they try and fake the funk. But they have the psychiatrist when we first see him is seated in the same exact spot Neil Breen is until we cut to him talking, and he's in a totally different room. It might be the same table. I'm not sure.
There's one scene later where he's talking to this guy, and in the middle of the conversation, he changes suits.
Yes.
But anyway, so just imagine, though, this is only, what I've described is only like 10, 15
Rob.
seconds.
I'm gonna need a mop and a bucket.
Oh, no.
Really?
For real.
Oh, dear.
I
Did the
just
bidet
hurled-
betray you?
Yeah, well, while I was attempting to use the bidet for its intended purpose.
Oh, no.
I hurled all over the floor.
Oh, dear.
Right
Oh, boy.
next to the toilet.
Oh.
Oh.
Public service announcement. Do not mix gummies and Red Bull and
Oh,
Domino's Pizza.
oh dear.
Oh, I might have just been the Domino's pizza.
Yeah.
There's a bucket right in the closet in there.
Holy crap. Do we want to pause?
Sure, let's pause.
It's- oh.
And I would even.
Well, all right then.
Technical difficulties.
Gave my abdomen a break.
Where did we leave off?
At the expense of John's abdomen. Okay, so we're at this therapist's office,
Oh God.
which is clearly a conference room.
Yes.
And the therapist says something to him, like something genuinely helpful, like, you know, we should explore medication options or something. And, you know, or maybe you should take the pills that were prescribed to you.
But it also seems like he was just trying to force pills on the guy.
He was.
But then
Why don't you take these?
Neil Breen's just like, I'm not feeling stable. Cut to him just going down the other staircase he came up.
I'm done.
Also,
That's it.
I was fully anticipating and in memory of for this therapist at the end of this movie.
No one ever saw him again.
I assumed when the lady showed up, it was like a Brandon Lee situation.
Jesus.
So, yeah, like, life events made us talking about this take longer than it actually does. But it really does look like he just walks up the staircase, is like, I'm not feeling stable, and then just walks
Yeah,
out.
why do you keep telling me to take pills?
Therapy
I feel like
over.
I'm going crazy.
Well, no.
5-minute
importantly,
visit, $150,000 charge.
importantly, you have to remember, because this is all wrong. So he walks in there. The therapist says, I think you should be taking the pills. He says, I'm not feeling stable, and then leaves. That's the order of events. You should be taking your pills. I'm not feeling well. Bye. The fuck?
Like, it would have made more sense if he just jumped out the window.
Yeah. Or in the reverse, at least. Like, I'm not feeling well. You should take your pills. Okay. Question, answer, done.
I do
Not
take back-
answer, question.
One thing I said before about there being no establishing shots. They showed him walking in and walking out of this therapist for no reason. But anyway,
They have establishing shots where none are needed.
and now in what I would like to file into Life is Not Fair shots, we cut to Jim is working on, is that a Ferrari or...
That is Neil Breen's Ferrari.
Yeah.
He puts it in, like, all of his movies.
which of course Neil Breen owns.
Yeah, well... I said this, like, all of his movies are, like, railing against commercialism and stuff.
Yeah.
And just Ferrari.
Yeah. Like, first off, fuck you if you own a Ferrari. Like, spend that money on something better. Like, you know, oh, your car can go so fast.
I mean, I'm not gonna get on people about how they spend their money, but, you know...
You know how many Legos you could get for that shit?
Oh, so Legos is something better than...
Hell yeah!
I mean, I agree, but that's also very subjective.
Also,
Look, is that a Lego Ferrari right there? You could get like 100 of those.
Excuse me, sir. That is a Mega Constructs Maserati.
Oh, okay.
Get
My
your
mistake.
shit together, Joe.
I'm looking at it from across the room. But anyway.
also, you realize if he didn't buy the Ferrari, he would have made another movie.
True.
Well, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's a good
Oh,
point.
as of last year, he is actually making a new movie.
Oh, of course.
And he
course he
claims
is.
it's going to be totally different than anything he's
Of
done before.
course, he's gonna fight 2 tigers. in this one.
So now we see that Emily and Dylan, the main couple, are going to invite Jim and I kept writing Pam, but it's not Pam. It's
Might as well
Ann.
be Pam.
It's Ann.
It doesn't matter.
So yeah,
it doesn't
It's
matter.
going to invite Jim and Ann over.
Tim and Dawn.
And
I think
like-
at this point you've said their names more times than they're said in this film.
yeah, I'm like, I couldn't care. But
Also, spoiler alert, they both just kind of disappear. Well, they don't disappear, but at least not one of them.
yeah.
So
So
the drunk one and the one that yells.
we cut
Yes.
to that dinner party, and they're like, "Wow, you don't look like anything bad happened to you. You recovered from that car crash so quickly." And he's like, "I have great family genes."
I'm sore.
And he's
but
just
I'm
like, "You
fine."
fucking liar!"
Yeah, we can see that that's not true. Like, we have eyes. Also, the fact that, like, so he had all of the, I say actors, he had all the people in the movie sitting around the table not talking, but, like,
Yep, just
moving
clinking
like
glasses
they're talking.
and
But,
whatnot.
like, you can hear the glasses.
Yeah.
and
Like there
shit.
should have been music or
You
something
can
over
tell
it.
they're
Yeah.
not, they're just not saying anything.
Yeah.
The soundtrack was recorded in an actual setting.
Yeah. Well, it's also I'm pretty sure he didn't have mics for everyone, so he couldn't pick up good audio for this. So he didn't want individual people trying to talk. And yeah, here's the other thing I realized why we keep getting these awkward like two people will be in a shot and it'll be reverse shot of them talking, but one of them will never say anything. I realized that's because he realized there's a point in the middle of the movie where you get that and the people both actually talk. And I think that was probably one of the earlier shots, and he realized what a bitch it is to try and sync up the audio, so he just stopped doing
And
it.
he clearly doesn't have a boom mic that
Yeah.
can move between the two.
God, no. You don't even get it.
But not even a boom mic, just like I don't think he wanted to the trouble of trying to match audio when you switch shots, so he just doesn't have one of the people
Yeah.
talk in a conversation.
So they also bring their step/real ? Daughter, who is of an
Emily.
age
Yep.
He's school age.
? Age.
She looks about as old as her mom or her stepmom. which I guess can happen. Come to think of it.
Yes, although I wouldn't say she's younger.
Maybe a little bit younger, but
She looks.
they're both in their 20s.
Comfortably numb.
Yeah.
Young.
She's
Not
like,
numb.
I'm doing this exciting project about elephants, and then
In Africa.
Elephants in
Yeah,
Africa.
and then Jim like spills his wine. Is like, no one wants to talk about elephants. And Neil Breen's like, I want to talk about elephants.
I want to talk about her project.
Can I be excused? And she,
I'm upset now.
I mean, it says in the script she storms off. That's not what happens on screen.
Which is sad because, as she mentioned before, she is so hungry.
She is so
Can't
hungry.
wait for dinner.
Yes.
She's very excited about those elephants, and I'd rather talk about the damn elephants.
Yes,
Because we cut now from that to Neil Breen having some sort of tantrum and talking about how he's hacking into government systems.
Government and corporate.
In corporate system. And I'm like, we're pretty far into this movie to just introduce that subplot. Like,
well,
he remembers.
Joe, nobody else knew.
Now it's a crime thriller.
I can only assume that he got the inspiration when reading the book that's in the trash bag. That happens sometimes when he's naked. Oh my god, I want to kill myself.
Yeah, and then speaking of naked, it cuts to Jim and Anne are naked in bed. You get a tasteful side boob of Anne.
A tasteful side boob, but it's clearly not a natural boob. It's like an inflation device.
I don't know.
It's also not that natural of a position, and clearly is like I will take my top off, but I'm not showing you my tip.
I didn't see any scars on the underside of that boob, but we didn't get to see much of the underside of that boob. But either way,
Those were good fakes.
they were okay. The expert
has weighed
has
in
yelled in from the bathroom.
While cleaning up his puke.
cleaning up his own vomit. That looked exactly like a Domino's pizza.
God damn.
Like, did John chew it, or did he
Shape
just
and everything.
Did he just like snake it? Like,
He rolled it into a
Ram it in
sausage
there.
and just slid it down his throat.
Joe, it was a pile.
It was a pile.
Okay. Jesus.
When he ate it or when he threw it up?
Yes.
Both.
Okay.
Domino's.
We got to put a warning before this for people with
warnings.
sensitive stomachs.
Domino's. We're sorry. We're sorry it was a pile.
No, do it
No,
like the
Domino's.
movie.
You
We
buy
let
Domino's,
down.
you get what
I'm
you
so
pay
sorry.
for.
Yeah, Domino's. What the fuck do you want?
Yeah.
Well, yes.
That's their
That's
text.
how like 1 out of 5 encounters with Domino's ends this way. Like,
But here's the secret. I had Domino's too.
It's making fun of. I don't know if you've seen those commercials. I guess it's not much of a thing now, but they had them for a long time where they were like, "We're Domino's. We're sorry, our pies sucked."
I thought that was Papa John's.
I think
think
a
so.
lot of the commercial pizza chains have.
Yeah, it's hard to.
Apology
yeah.
videos.
They
I
should.
think the FDA has made several of them apologize. Anyway,
Pro Jared.
Papa
I will
John's
say-
got other things to apologize for.
in fairness to Domino's, I have not had Domino's in a while, so maybe they have improved.
It's possible.
It's fine. It's
I
fine.
just remember it being hot garbage decades ago.
You
when
gotta
I-
order the
when I
right
ate it.
crust. You don't want to mess
Have
around
the right
and the right
standards.
toppings. And you got to be in the mood for Taco Bell. It's the same thing, you know.
Yeah.
Time and a
fair.
place.
All right, so now
I still don't buy this whole edibles, Red Bull, and Domino's equation that John's got going on. It seems like the diet of someone that would do edibles. I think his body's just not used to it. Speaking of not used to
Anyway.
bodies,
Yeah.
Neil Breen
so
trying to be a person.
now where
He thinks he's people.
what's
Yeah,
her
have you-
name?
Have you ever seen Resident Alien?
Not Emily, whatever his wife's name is. No, his wife's name is Emily. I'm sorry.
Whose
That-
wife?
Neil Breen's wife's name
Oh.
is Emily. The girl, the stepdaughter is named Allie. My mistake. But anyway,
Doesn't matter.
Emily now is abusing the pills. She needs them, and they have an argument about the pills, and that she's like, you need to go to rehab. And she's like, I won't.
And he's like, oh,
It's a crutch.
They'll make me change my one tank top.
it's a crutch.
And yeah, he does say it's a crutch. And I wrote down this line reading.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then they go in the other room and he's like, I'm done talking. He starts throwing laptops and books and papers. And then I'm noticing, I'm like, is her tank top pre-scored? And like,
I wonder
I'm like,
about
that's
that
a
too.
weird style choice. And he's like, rip.
Oh, is that what those little...
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yep.
so. Yeah.
Oh, God, I didn't even...
I mean, I can't say
Didn't
for
even
sure,
occur
but
to me.
that makes the most
Yeah.
thought it
sense.
was
Hulk
a dumb
Hogan, he is
design.
not. Like, it's harder to tear a t-shirt than
We need to
you
eat
would
more
think.
They still don't do very well
no,
at it.
no. So she tears his shirt a bit. They giggle and throw papers and peck their lips together. I wrote the sex scene sucks.
Like when Tommy Wiseau is topping you, it's like
Yeah.
sexiness of scenes.
Yeah, again, it's unhuman. Like this is he knows in this type of movie, you had that scene where the two get together and they passionately start making out, and he just knocks all the stuff off the desk
Yep.
and throws her on there. But he's not human, so he kind of like pecks at her mouth as much, I'm sure, as the actress would allow, and then individually knocks each thing off, and then throws
Yeah.
papers in the air.
And there's a beat between each thing
Yeah,
he
yes.
knocks off.
Spends like 5 minutes doing it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
It's like,
that's,
am
the,
I
that's the
gonna-
brain processing, like
Yeah.
knock off laptop,
I could kind of see him
knock
measuring,
off other laptop.
like visually measuring the surface of the desk. Is that enough room?
Yeah.
No, I'll
Arm,
throw another thing.
use,
Is that
paper,
enough?
grab.
It's like, I need to
Throw.
make sure there's enough room for us to fully lie down on this.
Yeah. Yeah, and then
But I'm told, or I'm led to believe at least, he's not an animatronic. But he acts like
Yeah.
he is.
now I'm imagining like a Five Nights at Freddy's style game where it's just Neil Breen stands in this one room and you have to watch him, and if you don't, he escapes and makes a movie. But you only have so much battery power for each camera.
Joins you in the shower.
Yeah.
This scene is also the only one in the movie, I think, where he smiles, and it's
Oh, no,
so
he smiles
no.
a couple of times.
So-
and
Yeah.
It's,
One thing
It's
about
never
this
pleasant.
scene, other than the shirt ripping, this exact scene happens again, like an hour later in the movie.
Yeah.
But the scene ends with a shot of their ankles as both of their shirts fall off at like the same time.
yeah.
And
Seem to
then
be made of lead.
yeah,
Yeah, they were doing a physics experiment to show that gravity will,
Because that's how, I mean, I don't want to let you guys know too much inside baseball, but when I'm getting sexy with my wife, I take my shirt off and pull it down around my waist. That's how we undress. Because we are also fucking aliens.
what do you have? Not attached shoulder blades to fit all of you out the neck hole? How does that work?
Rob's shirt is pre-scorn. See?
Yeah.
All right, so
Just for when Sharon gets home.
well, that's why she only had one tank top, because in order for her to get out of it, she has to rip it so that she can pull it down.
Right.
yeah, so
No, I'm kind of imagining him saying, like, you're wearing that again? And she's like, listen, I'm burning all this when I go home, so I'm not wasting any more clothes on this thing.
So at least you're like, she's done with that tank top. It's the last we're gonna see of that.
Sure.
She gets a different tank top,
Right,
but-
and that's the standard.
But now there's several points where I've physically yelled at my computer monitor to stop. But this is the one point where I think I burst out laughing and just couldn't deal. Because he goes to visit this other psychotherapist in like a fucking closet. Like they're on steel folding chairs. Their knees are
next to each
interleaved
other.
with each other.
I said this to Rob. He had a similar comment. I said this while watching it. That's how you know the difference between the bad corporate psychiatrist
Yeah, exactly.
that's at a major table
Yeah.
versus the good psychiatrist who's in your lap.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's it. Like, one of his knees is up her skirt. It has nowhere else to go.
Like they're not even talking; they just touch their foreheads.
And you know what? Kudos to this woman, though. She's the only one in this movie I think that has tried. Well, Neil Breen's trying. He just doesn't. Like, he's so far from success. But, like, this woman tries to act.
I think
The other ones collect their paycheck.
I think adult Leia tries.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Which, she seems to be the one, like, more legitimate actor, maybe? But yeah, she did her best considering what was asked of her.
And yeah, I don't know what there was something about the power of wind, but not to generate electricity.
Yeah, apparently she knows his secret about his superpower or something.
I guess.
I have no idea really what the superpower is, aside from being able to phase through doors, apparently. But, like, I still don't know what the trash bag room really is.
Yep.
I don't know what any of that is.
And you're
Apparently
never
she
going
knows.
to.
Yeah, you're never going to.
So
Symbolism.
now it cuts back to Jim and
What does it
Anne
symbolize? I have no idea.
yelling at each other, taking pills, and there's literally like a 3-second delay between each line being said. Like you're just watching these two people buffer before they move or say something.
So I think all that happened was he had to stop, move the camera,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
start recording, and then sit down again.
Well, I think
And he just left it all in.
I think somebody gave him like a movie shooting tip where they were like, make sure you leave, buffer room
couple
at the
of seconds
beginning
so
and
you
the
can
end
edit.
of every line. The intention is so that you can cut it properly. But they left that bit out, just assumed he'd figure that part
Again,
out.
You
He did
okay,
not.
honey? Like, do you want some soda crackers?
All surfaces in the blast zone have been sanitized.
Thank you, John.
But like I said, that's because I'm sure
Do you want some pizza?
after doing a little bit,
I mean, my stomach feels fine now. I don't think it was the pizza. I think it was having a Red Bull and a gummy at the same time. They were at war with each other in my system.
I think after doing some editing, he realized how difficult it is to line shots up properly
Or to just edit.
Yeah,
And just
pretty
stop.
much, yeah. Which also, yeah, I am more convinced than ever that there are several scenes that are out of order.
Yeah.
Go.
I'm also convinced that literally every take he just forgot to say cut.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's great. Great job, guys.
All right, so now we
Have
see
some more catering.
those black shoes are back.
Don't you like Stallone cuts?
They're walking through a door somewhere, and they're gone. And now we're back to Emily and Dylan.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, she wants him to come to bed with her, and she says it's late. It's clearly daylight
It's
outside.
clearly bright ass day. Like,
Not even like we're filming this in the summer and it's like 9. No, it's like noon.
yeah.
Not even, like, don't do it in that living room, at least where the window isn't directly behind you.
Put a blue filter on.
Yeah.
Or do that, or, fucking put something up over the window.
This was
Like,
bright golden sunlight
Then she-
peeking through the cracks of the...
Yeah, and giving credence to Tony's "this is out of order" theory. This is when Emily is questioning about him having an affair.
He has not left the house.
No.
or
Well, he went to the therapist.
To therapy, okay.
it's been 2 years and he's going out every day. Who the fuck could tell?
Yeah, maybe too. That's maybe.
All right, now we cut back to Trash Bag Land, and there's a naked Neil Breen. There's that big mustard tome, and now it just cuts to him telling Emily that we need to have everyone over for a pool party.
Yep.
The
Wait.
pool. Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, just quickly, because I maybe I'm forgetting some of these scenes and whatnot, but yeah, that was the thing. Earlier, we had the scene about her going to rehab for taking pills, and where she accuses him of cheating on her is when she starts saying she needs harder pills, and he seems shocked that she's taking pills.
Yeah.
So again, I think that should have been before the other one.
Yep.
And he has no idea what he's doing. And I also now am giving them a little more credit for the daylight coming through when she says it's late, because as Brick pointed out, when it becomes 12 o'clock, it says PM while they're sleeping later.
Oh, that's true.
Who the fuck knows what's going on in this world?
Okay. All right.
I mean, hey, when given the opportunity, I'm sleeping at 12 noon.
It's fine, but like, if you're making a movie and the idea is you want to be leaving at midnight, I mean, for fuck's sake, you can't stay up till midnight to get an actual time, or change the
At
clock.
least change the fucking
Yeah,
clock.
I mean, there's 100 options.
Neil
and you
Breen's
chose
on his
none of them.
charger at that time.
But like, I don't know about everyone, but I know I have a digital clock where one switch will change it from AM to PM.
So, I had a swimming pool that was under a tree growing up, and that motherfucker was hard to keep clean. Mm-hmm. But, you know, when my pool is fucking filthy, I don't invite people over for a pool party. Like, that pool...
I did not notice.
I did not pay
it's
any
filthy.
attention to
Like,
that.
look at the bottom is just, there's leaves and dirt and just...
Okay.
Yeah.
It was one of his real estate properties.
Yeah.
It was empty. No one was there. Oh, we can use it.
Could be.
Yep.
But yeah, that's the other. It's the compounding of things. Because as Joe pointed out, if you have a filthy pool, you might not want to invite your friends over. Conversely, if you have a filthy pool, you might not want to put it in a fucking movie. Like, did anyone look down the lens and say, you know what, that looks like shit?
Yeah.
But
like,
it's clearly not.
Someone's like, why didn't you have this pool clean, Neil? He's like, is that a thing humans do?
Yeah.
Or that would have cost
I
more
mean,
money.
oh, yeah, well...
B&B pool cleaning service was out of order that
Yeah.
day.
I don't understand. It's water. Water is used to clean.
It's natural.
Okay, so now the doctor from the hospital,
Vacuum
which
attachment can't go that far down.
we did see earlier, we did see there was a doctor at the hospital that has a charm bracelet that's made of those magic rocks from the magic box.
And I believe at the hospital, when she's talking to the actual doctor, she's like, it's not even my patient, but, let me know how he is.
Also, she's like, did you discharge the patient? And the doctor's like, nowhere. Like, he's just
golfing
just
somewhere.
his head in the sky.
How
Like,
did you get this number?
yeah.
So this nurse, or doctor, I guess, that was not assigned to Neil Breen,
Yes.
is now the only other couple at the barbecue.
Yep.
Her and her fiance.
And she's just referred to as the doctor from the hospital.
Yeah.
The doctor
Yeah.
in the hospital, not your doctor.
She accidentally drops a notepad she carries with her that opens to a page that just says, it's a magical
magical
day.
day.
Magical day.
Yeah, so she's been wearing the bracelet since she was a little kid
Yeah.
and carrying this notebook.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yep.
Of course.
Nothing wrong with that.
And then...
Because I miss that child so much. I carried this with me every day.
Yes.
I didn't bother writing him or calling him or trying to see him in any way, shape, or form, but I missed him so
Also,
much.
as a doctor, did she look at the chart?
Nope.
No. That's the thing. In the attempt to enforce continuity, she never looked at his fucking chart.
She says that. I didn't think to look.
Any goddamn doctor will look at that chart before they look at you. Like, before they'll even acknowledge you're in the room.
Well, to be fair to them, I suppose, it's not her patient.
I guess.
so I don't even know why she's in that room.
How was she supposed to be expected to be able to track down this famous author? Come on.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it'd be very difficult.
She never looked at his name. So she's Leah. They just hold hands in front of everyone.
She's like, why have you aged 30 years more than
Yeah,
me?
what
Yeah.
the hell happened to you?
You really should have put something in the box, dude.
You can literally be my father.
I forgot he was a carpenter. It was the wrong class.
So now Jim is trying to be drunk, and he comes over and he puts the grope on Emily. She's like, go
more
away
like a
and stay there.
Like one of the Three Stooges.
And then swingers party?
Fucking just fat chat fouls, knocks
Yes.
over all the corn and all the chicken.
Yeah, and just does
Asshole.
limp chimp arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, and gives his little shoulder slug.
I'm
I'm just a drunk.
Yeah,
What
no,
you gonna
that's
do?
when you hold them under the water in the pool.
No. Then they leave.
Good.
And like cuts to a different scene of Neil Breen in his natural habitat, just like rustling papers, opening and closing books, and typing on laptops that are not on.
They're not even laptops. They're the fake empty shells of laptops that Rent-A-Center throws out like every 6 months when the new models
Did we
come
talk
in.
about how Jim tried to make a pass at?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
He's literally just said that.
Sorry. No, I knew we were at that scene, but
And now,
It's a critical scene.
yeah.
She
Some
pushes
magic
him away,
Yeah.
and he
Yeah.
clumsily throws all the food on the ground.
And now we're at Fast Times at Ridgemont High because he looks out the window and freaking Allie is as far into that horrendous pool as she's willing to go.
Fast Times at Ridgemont Middle School.
Just splashing nothing in the pool. Not splashing water on her, just
No.
at nothing.
Just splashing.
There is water here.
Yeah.
I am frisky.
And she's like, I need to air my boobs out for a
Yeah, let
second.
me take my top off.
It's cold and it's dirty. Splash, splash. All right.
Looks right at Dylan and says, "Hi, Dylan." And like
she's
for a
like-
split second, I thought, "Oh, he's imagining that." No, that just happened.
I am
knew
flirting with you,
She
Dylan.
knew he was a creeper and would be looking at it.
I mean,
through the
I'm
blinds.
glad he wasn't imagining that. That would have been much darker, honestly.
Yeah.
But in,
Also, good for her. For once again, we have a girl with her top off who is just shot from behind, looking over her shoulder, like, "I'm not actually
Yeah, I'm
doing
pretty,
this."
I'm
No.
pretty
don't
sure they
get the
couldn't
titties.
legally turn around the camera.
just
I think-
question of protocols. If you are looking out your back window at your house, at your pool that somebody has entered without your permission and taken their top off, are you still a creeper?
No.
Like, and I'm not even saying staring. Like you looked, you're like, oh no,
Oh no,
No,
I don't
because you were
think
like,
that's-
he's a creeper.
Yeah, if you're looking for something that
mean,
makes you a creeper, if you're
somebody's-
just looking in your backyard and it happens to be there, I don't know.
If some lady's breaking into your pool and whipping titties out, I don't think you could. Even if you stared, I think you're well within your rights.
But you know what?
It's part of those castle laws.
It's like, if they're gonna look at your boobs or call the cops, you
Yeah,
decide.
I don't know if any of this is going to hold up in court for Neil, but you know
So now,
that
Like-
doesn't work.
he takes zero action about this part. So she enters his house and decides to take a bubble bath without closing the stopper. She's just pouring bubble
So
bath.
Right down the drain.
It's California. You can't use the water.
At all.
So fuck it.
You
It's going
can
down.
waste
He's
it.
still using the water. That's again because he's not human. He doesn't understand these things. He's never used a tub before.
Well, what else would you use water for?
How much do you want to bet that she was like, shouldn't I close the stopper? And he's like, why? That'll make bubbles.
Yeah. It's like, no, you're taking a bath. He just thinks it's a shower for your feet.
Honestly, I'm leaning more towards no. I want that to dry before the prospective prospect donors
Got a
show
viewing.
up. Yeah.
All right. So now Dylan tells his wife that's like, okay, Allie was here. She tried to, get naked.
Well,
and,
don't forget the confrontation that he has with Allie.
well, I mean,
So
he tells her never to come back and sort of
Never.
puts towel. at her.
Never again. You shouldn't do it.
he does
Don't
cover
ever
her
do
up and tell her she
You
needs to
shouldn't
stop.
do it.
She makes Jim from The Office faces at the camera
Yeah.
as her explanation, and then he seems very like caring and gentle about it all until he talks to his wife when he's like, "I told that bitch to leave."
Now,
I mean, that makes sense.
as much as Neil
You
Breen
gotta
can
make
do.
your wife think you were really mad about it.
the closest thing this movie has to stakes escalate as Jim and Pam now shouting at each other, or Jim and Ann shouting at each other, throw glasses of
More
wine.
interesting.
Because also, if you're a woman in this film, your equipment is tank top, jeans, glass of wine.
Yes.
Right.
You always have those.
Absolutely.
Also,
Yeah.
Breen as leader of the Shroots, I believe it.
Yeah. Pills also.
Yes, pills.
She's getting
Not everyone has pills.
This is true.
No, but
Just
she
the
But
does.
at least
The married
50% of
women.
them do. Yeah.
Not everyone has
And
enough
does.
screen time.
For some reason, she's also now, at least on pills. I don't know if she's addicted per se.
No idea. They
Doesn't
don't
matter.
explain
Well, the other
anything
one
at
is
all.
getting her set up, so
Yeah,
she's
doesn't
just
matter.
started.
So this escalates now because Pam, like, after they've thrown drinks on each other,
And she calls him a bastard
yep,
twice.
of course, that means her dialogue has been fully progressed.
You bastard. You bastard.
Yeah, and
You want me to do it again?
changes her
You bastard.
tank top to a dry version of the same tank top, and then gets a fucking gun out.
Right.
And of course, this is when Dylan's like, "I'm coming over." Do.
Yep.
And she, like, gets the drop on Jim working on the Ferrari, and she's like, "I'm going to shoot this car all full of holes," and then just shoots Jim.
Yeah, in the back of the neck.
Yeah.
Or somewhere.
Even though he's facing
Yeah.
her. I'm not sure exactly how that happened.
I think it went right in his ear canal. That's the only thing that makes sense to me.
Now, like, Allie's trying to get in and help Jim, and Anne's
wait.
not letting her.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
First, we cut to them both standing in the doorway, and
Staring at each other.
She stares at her for a good minute before being like, "You shot him," You killed him.
Well, you,
and then breaks down and starts going, "Dad, Dad."
Yeah.
yeah, she
Maybe, Dad,
she yells
maybe,
at her,
Dad.
"You ... killed him."
And then it's like, Daddy, Daddy.
And then
Oh my God! I suddenly just realized somehow.
he clearly doesn't know how police work because Anne just like doesn't even wipe the gun off.
She picks up the case. Just
Yeah,
put it
puts the case behind the
in the
gun.
gun. Dude, okay. You did that now. 1, 2, 3, no, not it.
And then Neil Breen runs in. Dylan, he goes out, he cradles Jim in his arms. He's like, "I can't help you out of this one, Jim."
And he slathers his face with his
He
blood.
also, for no reason, dips his hand in all this guy's
Yeah.
blood and smears it all over his face like he's a child eating spaghetti.
It's what the
Also-
bathroom looked like a few
Yeah.
minutes ago.
Don't like, if you're going to have a shot of someone actually bleeding, don't do a close-up of their neck where there's clearly a tube behind their neck that the blood's coming out of. Because you're like, did she shoot him in his hoodie? He's not wearing a hoodie. That's
I can't believe you committed suicide.
Yeah,
How
we
could you
get
commit
the
You
most
committed the suicide. I can't
heartfelt-
believe you have committed the suicide.
heartfelt, masterful acting you will ever see in your life.
Then we go back to the trash bag. Then we go to...
That's where they put the body.
Yeah. Emily's like thinking that Jim's suicide was her fault because she didn't let him grab on her enough.
Yeah.
If only I had let him put his thumb in my butt, he'd be alive today.
She's like, "I need more pills."
Which doesn't make sense under any circumstances, but also, again, when did this happen? If it was that day, I give it a little
Couple
more
of minutes
leniency.
ago.
If it's 3 weeks ago,
I don't know.
I don't
Couple
think
of
you're-
minutes ago.
Now, fucking Dylan is on the phone. He's saying he's not going to sign the contract.
Again.
No more books.
No more. No
Don't
more
call
books.
again. And I
Don't
think
do it.
that's every conversation
Yes.
with anyone who calls him on the phone.
Well,
Pretty much.
sometimes it's like, what deadline? Other times it's like, I understand, it'll be soon.
Right.
Um,
I'm not going by your deadlines.
Yeah.
I don't owe you anything.
I have deadlines too.
But yeah, most of them seem to be like, "Oh, you're calling about the book? I'm not doing the book. I'm not going to do that." And then he'll just do that again.
They're actually all like collections people, and he's trying to make it sound like he's got a like hot book deal that he's negotiating over.
Now,
Or his manager has Alzheimer's, and he just has to keep reminding him.
I've got 2 big bills coming up.
his manager on the other end is like, "Yes," when that conversation's over. Just like, we're done. So now we're back to the trash bag, and it's naked Dylan and naked Leia hold each other.
Yay!
And then cuts to he's woken up because Emily throws a book at him. And then he's like, I'm going to go back to Dr. Andra, the one who works out of a closet, and talk about a beautiful 9-year-old girl. Then I'm going to go to the other doctor who works in a conference room, who's just like, you need more drugs. And then he changes into a different suit magically. The power of editing.
Well, I mean, it increased his sales pitch magnitude.
It is a magical day.
It is definitely a
Again, two
magical
totally
day.
different scenes, supposed to be at different
Yep.
times in the movie.
It was at this point where I'm deep inside the menus of Windows Media Player, trying desperately to find a way to speed it up, and I've succeeded now. So now I have at this point I've turned the movie's speed up to 150%, and it helps so much. Like the dialogue is crispy
Like normal
delivered.
speed, yeah.
Like everyone moves slightly janky, but not as janky as you would imagine. Like. Because they're mostly moving like they're tranquilized anyway. So, like, I was almost like, did he slow the movie down on purpose? Because, like, but the dialogue is like at least 50% more watchable. Granted, when you multiply 0 by 50%, you don't go anywhere.
The overall
It's a hard watch, but it's a short watch.
The overall timing is a lot better.
Yeah. All right, so now he's
You fixed one problem out of an infinite.
yeah, exactly. He tells someone that he's not writing a novel; he's writing about government secrets. And then Dylan and Leah meet at a lake full of ducks. I'm like, can we just watch the ducks? I'll watch 40 more minutes of ducks.
Yeah, weirdly, the only two people there, and I guess it was coincidence, quote unquote, that they got there.
Yeah. And
Immediately they need each other.
coincidentally, also, Leia's like, my unnecessary fiance left. I'm single now. I love you. I love you. Meanwhile, cut to Emily, who's just like twitching in bed and holding a bottle of pills.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is another important point. They go back. Somehow this is where they grew up again. They go back to that same tree, find that same mushroom,
Yep.
and find the same box again. I posit at this point, she puts more stones or something in there and wishes that his wife would die so that they're free
Potentially,
to
yeah.
be together.
Yeah, I think each stone she put in there symbolized the pill that the wife was going to swallow.
I mean, he might have wished for it too. You don't know.
In fact,
Yeah.
I think we could make this movie 100 times better by just, if someone wants to edit in an ending where you realize he's the Wishmaster, like, it would all make sense. It'd be perfect.
So now they have the exact same sex scene as before, except there's no like laptops and books thrown, and there's no shirt ripping.
And
But other
they're
than
outside.
that, it's the same sex scene. So now Leia and Dylan have consummated their affair, and Emily is just dead. She takes a bunch of pills and dies.
That shouldn't be funny, but
Yeah, as Dylan and Leia are making love. And then
She represents the spirit of sexuality.
I don't remember this scene at all, but Dylan finds Emily dead, and he says, "It was you. I know it was you."
yes.
It was you.
It's like,
I know it was you.
yeah, it's like that part in Double Down where they capture that criminal that was wearing the obviously fake mustache, and he delivers him to two government agents. And he rips the mustache off, and they're like, "It's you!" And like, literally, that's the first time we've seen that character.
Yeah.
Just like, who the fuck?
I don't remember any of that.
Couple of things here. First of all, yeah, is again top-notch emotion, top-notch action from Breen, as always. Secondly, yeah, it kind of loses something when you're crying over the loss of your wife when we literally just watched you sleep with
Yeah.
someone else like seconds before. But also, I believe, and good for me for being able to piece this shit together. The idea was he earlier told Emily that he wasn't writing a book, he was doing all this hacking.
Okay.
And I think he was saying, I know it was you that leaked that. Because when he went to the psychiatrist, manager, wherever the fuck that guy was.
In the boardroom.
Yeah, the guy changing
He's
suits.
like, how's your research going?
That's right, because she did
Unless-
call that guy and tell him.
Unless that was supposed to be a different guy and that's why his suit changed.
Yeah.
Hard to say. But
Good
yes.
point. She did call the psychiatrist
Yes.
in a flagrant breach
Psychotherapist.
of patient
Who's not
confidentiality.
allowed
Yeah.
to prescribe medication.
Yeah.
And he's
We have the same last name. You can tell me.
he is now in danger because governments and whatnot now know
And corporations.
The governments and corporations now know he's investigating them.
Again, this movie's fading from my consciousness, but like I wrote down, his magic cube disappears. There's more makeouts and magic trash bag cuddles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's really
that's about it.
Yeah. Not much really to elaborate on there.
Yeah. Then like Leia's just replaced Emily. She's in the house.
Yep.
Just moved right in.
Yep.
Same
They're
sheets
happy.
on the bed.
Dylan's eating some spinach. He drops it.
Dry spinach.
Dry spinach.
Oh my god!
Something
Wait.
Just a plated dry ass spinach.
Because robots don't understand what humans actually eat.
Yes, again, I am willing to bet. I can't even say in the script because he fucking wrote it, so it's probably not in the script. But I'm willing to bet the idea was, again, in a movie. Now him and this new girl, they're a couple, they're getting along and everything. She made him dinner. He's eating the dinner and it's great.
Plain
They
spinach.
laugh about it. Yeah, he does something kind of clumsy or whatever. They laugh about it. They have a good time. But again, because he's AI, or because he doesn't want to get his table dirty again, or something. I don't know. But it's just plain spinach. Or because he can't process real foods. I don't know.
I think it was the attempt, again, as written by a poor, like, a bad AI or like a 10-year-old's idea of what this situation would be. It's the scene where, she's making the dinner. It's not very good, but he pretends it's good a little bit and then just goes, and throws it over his shoulder. And they laugh together about what a bad cook she is.
It's
I think-
Eowyn soup.
I mean, he's going a bit more specific than I think it's needed. But the basic idea there is somebody saw a romantic movie where it's like, we made dinner and like, oh, this thing happened. Now we're laughing. We're a cute couple. And it's a great time.
I think at this point,
But
Leia
it's
is
nonsense.
just trying to see the bare minimum of what he will eat. She's just like, I'm feeding him just dry spinach now.
It's a science.
Tomorrow, it's just going to be like dog biscuits. We're going to move on to a piece of cardboard.
It would not surprise me at all if they were an actual couple and she's just like, I've never actually seen him eat.
Yeah.
The closest I got was when he was hooked up to that LED light thing.
It's like real life Octodad.
Yeah. I think I've moved in with a robot.
If I hand him this plate of plain spinach,
What happens?
yeah. He'll say, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Will he eat it and enjoy it? Will he
No,
ask for
instead,
Will he ask for dressing? No, he'll take one nibble, then try and balance it on paper.
he will,
Yeah.
he will take one forkful and chew it directly up and down, like.
And smiles to show his guts.
Because, by the way, folks, also, for no apparent reason, he's in front of his turned off laptops again, and she's just staring at him like she's studying a science project.
It's like if Chuck E. Cheese made a Willem Dafoe animatronic.
I want him.
Brick's in pain right now. He's
I
laughing.
want
so
him
hard.
in Five Nights. I want him in Five Nights at Freddy's 2. He can play the puppet. That's perfect.
5 afternoons at Breen.
So,
Or Joe's idea, like maybe it'll be like Cade is in the one room
Careful, you're gonna bust
where he's
another
gonna
arm.
sneak out if you don't watch him, and then there's like Kale and Dylan and whatever are on the stage with the guitar and shit.
Ooh, that's what it was. Maybe that wasn't spinach. Maybe that was kale, and it was a slight.
Oh, yes.
Who's the one at Five Nights that the one that like slowly emerges from behind the
Foxy.
Foxy.
Yeah.
Foxy's Jim, and he if you don't watch him every so often, he runs in and like cops a feel.
Okay. Yeah.
So, anyway, so now a random goon shows up and abducts Leia.
Okay.
Hydrogen peroxide.
Rolls so many ones. He's like, I know how to do this. I saw this on TV once. He uses fucking hydrogen peroxide.
Yeah, this obvious hydrogen peroxide.
And he runs up to her, and she doesn't do anything. He's like, oh, I didn't think that far ahead.
No. She's walking towards his door. He was hiding in the bush, and rather than like sneak out and come up behind her, he runs in front of her, and I'm pretty sure he slams into the wall, which is why he stops for a second, and she has no reaction until he shoves a rag in her mouth.
There was no
just
walkthrough
totally
on this
stunned.
scene, and there was only one take. So this is just them figuring it out.
And he
She's
drops.
struggling all the way along.
Yeah, he drops a note that seems to be written in crayon that I guess the corporations wrote for him.
Well, he had to look at his orders and hold them in his hand the whole time, or he's going to forget.
Grab
Does this smell like chloroform
the
to you?
girl.
Yeah.
Drags
No,
her off.
this was like hydrogen peroxide.
She's struggling the whole way. 'Cause not freaking whatever it is that you actually use.
Dylan comes home and
cleaning my
uses
toothbrush.
the closest thing to common sense I've seen so far in the movie. He's like, your purse is outside and you are not by your purse.
That's the closest thing.
No, again,
That's the closest. Yeah, that's still not there.
on-
I'm not sure. I'm not sure that's accurate, but
He's on the phone with her answering machine.
Yeah.
He's like,
His answering machine.
with his answering machine.
Where
well, no,
are
at this,
you?
He's like,
at this time I think it's
walking up
hers.
I'm walking up the walkway, and your purse is on the ground, and there's a card here.
And your phone's
you
in
are
it.
not here. And he goes inside, and she's not there. And he's like, where have you
The
gone?
blackboard in his mind, like, things are moving around.
Yeah, I want you to note that though. He says, "I looked in your house and you're not there." At this point, a human would have checked the purse, realized the phone is probably in there, and he's talking to no one, and hung the fuck up. Maybe called the police.
I said closest to common sense. I didn't say common sense.
No, the closest he had to any common sense was when he gave that girl a towel.
Yeah, that's true.
He would have recorded the echo of himself talking to the answering machine.
Yeah.
playing it
So
out
anyway,
right next to it.
Now,
Again, this seems like it should be in The Naked Gun. Like later we cut to a scene where he's like, "I'm now driving down the road. I think I'm behind the car that has you kidnapped." Like, what the?
Can you get out?
Hang up.
so he finds the orders, and he shows up. This thug has stored her in a horse trailer, and then I don't know if he got high or drunk or
Passed out.
No,
barely conscious.
he's
as
another android. And he powered
Breen
down
just
because
runs up on him.
He was like, "My orders are complete." I
yeah.
don't
He
have
did have
anything
one
else to
empty
do."
beer bottle
Yeah.
near him, so maybe.
Now, well, I gotta ask,
They didn't say what I had to do after I dropped her off.
what state of mind or being do you have to be in to be intimidated by Neil Breen running up on you? Like if Neil Breen ran up to you and grabbed your collar real hard,
I
and was
mean,
like, "Where
If I was in the middle of a night terror and couldn't move, that's about it.
I was gonna say I will give him the benefit of the doubt and say that he
my
woke
gosh.
up from a slumber to see Neil Breen shaking in his face.
Yeah.
Hey, that might make me shit my pants.
it's like a caveman waking up to a terror bird."
I mean, if he's actually a robot powered by bad AI, you have no idea what he's going to do. So there is an element of lethality involved.
I mean, I can see the weird webbing between his arms.
Plus, I'm not gonna leave it out of the realm of possibility that he has the pennant stare or something of that ilk, at least.
I mean, every time he looks at the camera, I feel uncomfortable, but it's not a reliving of all my past sins.
Well, yeah, but that's through
Just
a lens.
some of them.
So he after menacing this man, he holds a beer bottle, cut to a zoom on his face and a beer bottle noise.
Yes.
And that man's just out of the film. He's done.
He asks him where are the keys, and the kid's like, I don't have any keys. I don't own any.
Yeah.
Then how did she get in there?
I had a lock. I didn't have the keys to it. But
Those were not in the instruction set I was provided.
so he's just like, okay, it's my time. I'm just gonna teleport in there.
Also, just a quick side note.
Or phase in there.
I also feel like it's important to note that this like a horse carriage or whatever
Horse trailer.
it's just again in a storage unit, a public storage unit.
It's in a park.
It's probably his trailer for the car.
Yeah.
Yup.
Probably, but it's
Or-
in a
or-
public place where I imagine there would be camera. Generally, not somewhere you want to bring a woman you just kidnapped.
And then just fall asleep on the side of
Although,
it.
yeah, I guess maybe if you own corporations and government and whatever, maybe it's not a problem.
So now he fades out of existence on the entrance to the trailer and fades into existence on the other side. Finds Leia tied up in there.
Bound and gagged.
Yeah. He takes her blindfold off and her gag, and he's like, okay, I have to put the blindfold back on because you can't see what I'm about to do. Then I have to put the gag in for no reason.
Because
Just,
you
I don't want to listen to
your
you.
damn mouth shut.
I want to listen to your
That's for no reason he gags her.
He doesn't know how humans work. So he's like, I don't know, maybe you can see with that thing. Gag it.
Yeah.
So he takes her to the door of the trailer and fades out with her, and they fade back in on the other side of the door.
No
And that's the
evidence.
last we're going to hear about him being able to do that.
Yeah, no evidence he's
Yeah.
ever done that before.
He's magic.
He's
I
mad.
guess.
Although, yeah, I
It's a
also
magic day.
it's really unclear why he's magic and she's not.
Well,
Dracowick
he's got
is
the
vampire.
Infinity Stone.
She's got a bracelet full of Infinity Stones.
That's not the same. Those didn't
He
come
didn't
out
put
of
a
the.
thing in the box.
They didn't come out of the magic box.
He didn't put a thing in the box.
Before
None of this makes sense.
I explain the next scene, I'm going to tell you behind the scenes what I think happened. Which is someone reminded Neil Breen that there's a whole nother plot with Jim's murder and Anne and Allie that he has forgotten about. And he's like, okay, I'll do a scene and I'll wrap it all up right now.
I counter that with this was meant to be like a half hour earlier in the movie, and he just doesn't know how to edit.
Could be either. So, because now Allie's just standing next to him, just like, and he's like, I told you not to come here. And he's like, my mom shot Jim. You should know that. And he's like, you should go to the police.
They're at my house.
Yeah.
Which at that point, because again, at this point in the movie, I'm like, do the police maybe have questions for her? Maybe questions for Neil? Maybe questions about Neil? About what happened to his wife? Why she's easily replaced already? About the girlfriend, his new girlfriend that just got kidnapped? Like, what the fuck is
The
happening?
fact that Jim Epstein clearly didn't kill himself.
I assume that's what happens to this woman?
So,
Because I don't think we see or hear anything
that's
about her again.
That's the last of those characters. They're done. They're
Oh,
done.
yeah, they don't matter.
So now we get to the spooky time because it's 12 p.m.
It's the witching hour.
The lights are out.
It's in the middle of the night.
Yeah, Leia and
Haunted lunch.
Leia and Dylan are in bed.
Of course.
The same like After Effects wind ghost image blows across Leia.
It's a fart in the wind.
Yeah.
The black shoes show up, and they're walking around his house. A string off screen pulls like one paper off of his organizer.
It moves the laptop.
And you're like,
it pulls a piece of paper
And
I
opens
think
a drawer.
Oh, and it
Yep.
opens
Oh,
a
it opens
drawer.
drawer.
Yeah.
Yep. The paintings are humping the walls, the mirrors gyrating about.
Effects that like the Disney's Haunted Mansion would call lame.
Yep.
Like it's pathetic. And the shoes walk into the kitchen.
Yeah.
And what happens, Joe?
What's happened?
They just start bleeding on the ground.
Well, no,
Oh, that's right.
I don't think that's not yet.
No?
No.
Guys,
This is when he wakes up and he's just like, I gotta go.
Oh, right.
Oh,
and
yeah,
sneaks
that's
out.
right.
Oh,
And
right.
then-
He's not there for that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He drives off into the
Backs
desert.
backs 3 miles out of the bed.
Yeah.
When he's getting out of the bed, he's like, scooch, scooch,
That's when
scooch,
you hear a, well, goddamn.
scooch.
So
It's a fucking
Now-
runway.
he's in the desert and there's the mustard tome is there and like 3 guys in ski masks that immediately disappear and you're like what
Who were they? Why were they there?
he goes to see Dr. Andra. There's a post-it note on her sign saying she's not here anymore,
But she is.
she's in the room. She disappears.
Yep.
Yep. Now we're back into the bedroom scene as before. The black shoes are back. They'll-
He's back in bed.
yeah, he's back in bed.
But again, question: what the fuck does this mean? Because this woman
the hell
was there. Yeah, she might not have ever existed, but somehow still took the time to put a post-it note saying, "I won't be back."
No, it was the other therapist that put the post-it note there.
She was going back to join the force, Tony. She Yoda'd him. She
but
taught
Yoda
him what he needed to know.
Didn't write a note first.
As a courtesy to her other clients.
So
So many more questions.
now, yeah, we're back in the bedroom. The shoes have shown up. The paintings are fucking the walls again.
It's still noon.
Yeah,
can I
still
also-
noon. What's that?
So just throw in now because John has put this in my head. I love the idea of just like hanging on the shot when Neil Breen first has his meeting with her, and he walks out, and someone else walks into the closet, sits uncomfortably close into her crotch area, and she starts talking about how he has the magic wind about him too.
So now, yeah, the black shoes, which up until this point have had to teleport through doors, now open a door,
Yes.
walk into the kitchen, bleed to death, and disappear. Because there are random gold tassels, like maybe the ones that were on the tome,
I think so.
in the bed with them.
Maybe the ones for her nips.
Well, that's my question now. He when she wakes up, he has the tassels and says a friend left them for us. So are we to believe that the book killed this entity?
Those tassels
Or-
were the ghost guy's testicles. He had to cut them off.
Or
and that's why
that-
it bled out.
Or did the book become like was that the book's shoes and it just like gave birth to this tassel?
You know, it's really deep, good movies like this that make you really ask
yeah.
questions.
There's a
you know?
lot to discuss here.
It's like
and very
Mother.
little answers. But instead, we cut to the fakest news conference ever. We're outside,
It's
like,
the best.
I don't even know what this building is. Like, it looks kind of like the Lincoln Memorial,
Yeah,
but it's not.
from
It is-
around there. I'll tell
It
you.
is the Capitol building.
Yes.
It
Well,
might
I'm sure
be-
that's what he thinks it is.
It might be bank.
No. Yeah. I'm willing to bet. He typed into Google search Capitol building, and this was the first thing on Getty Images
Yeah.
that he could get. I don't know what it's the capital
Wasn't
of.
the United States Capitol. but-
Maybe not. Maybe it's the capital of banks. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Capitol Bank.
Yeah, it might be because of how he typed it. The Capital One building in New York. I don't know.
I, as the president of the bank,
He went to, like, a news conference and filmed the cameras and, like, 1 or 2 reporters preparing to
didn't
be
film
on
that.
camera
He didn't film that
for,
Joe.
like, 5 seconds. All right, he found the
That's
stock footage.
Yeah,
Right?
he paid for that.
And so he will say
bribed
something,
someone.
and everyone will cheer like it's the fucking State of the Union address.
Right, but there's no people.
But yeah, you just see like the tripods and like one person in the background.
Well, yeah.
There's no people there.
Important to note, the only real like audience we see for this, besides the stock footage, is apparently all the criminals he's about to expose.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Are all there.
Just hanging out. Like, I'm glad we set up this conference for you.
All these corrupt politicians
Yeah.
and business owners just hanging out.
And now
Both national and international.
National and international.
we get what could only be called a suicide montage of these people that we just met are like, I'm the senator. I'm evil and ineffective. I'm going to shoot myself now.
But they resigned first.
Yeah, I don't have a name. I am just president of the bank.
Yeah.
I resign and slit my wrists in the bathtub.
Again, also important to note, though, because order matters, folks. So the first guy, Neil Breen, saying how he has all this information, which, by the way, I believe me and John are on the same page here, where he seems to indicate he has it on the little cube that he got.
Yes.
The magic cube.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
like
know how
his
that's going
USB
to work out
drive
for you,
now.
but sure.
Yeah.
USB drive the whole time.
But like partway through his speech, we get the first guy who's like corporate CEO of business, whatever, who then just says, "I'm afraid of going to prison," and shoots himself in front
At
of
the press
everyone.
conference, yeah.
In front of everybody.
And the press conference isn't immediately stopped.
No, that's not even the only person that gets killed at
Yes!
this press conference.
That's not the keynote.
Yes, at least 3 people die. 2 of them in front of the cameras.
Yeah.
And we just keep
A
going.
random sniper After Effects adds a crosshairs on Neil Breen's head.
And guys,
Yeah, and then
Somehow shoots himself.
It does not explain what happens there.
was it because of the magic rock, or was it because he somehow like shot into one of the pieces of PVC piping Neil Breen set up for the microphones and ricocheted back
I
at
thought
him?
it was
I
gonna
don't
like
know.
show Leah like with a
Yeah,
taking him out or
something.
something, but no.
Well, no, because remember she doesn't have magic powers because it's not
She's
real
still
magic
bound
rocks.
and gagged.
she got to age normally. You know, that was her magic power.
Yeah.
Was that Merlin's magical shop where using magic drains your age?
Yes.
There you go.
A congresswoman locks herself in her car and carbon monoxides herself to death. A Wall Street broker slits his wrists in the bathtub. The senator hangs himself.
Yeah, which I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Why did we have the biggest gentleman try to hang himself? Like,
From a tiny rope.
again, come the fuck on, Neil.
Well, because it's gonna break his neck easy.
He didn't.
He's gonna break the ceiling boards for like.
This rope
He
was
just-
the only support I ever got.
He just told somebody to get him some rope, but don't spend a lot on it. And they just went to the nearest dollar store.
Wait, yeah, but, I mean, shitty rope aside, like that first guy that shot himself could have been the fat guy, and the guy who shot himself, who was very thin, could have been the guy who hung himself, and it wouldn't have been that much of a thing. Again, was this intentional, or is he that oblivious? I don't know.
Yeah, no, he just told somebody to get him some rope, thinking he'd get some actual rope.
Eeny, meeny, miny,
And,
mo.
and not twine.
Yeah, but like, I don't care what you had. You could have had like a fucking chain. Don't pick the biggest fucking guy to be trying to get up on a chair.
I like the guy eating the pills like it was M&M's.
Yeah,
So-
clearly had nothing in his actual hand.
So we now cut to Dylan and Leia walking away in that field that the kids walk through in the beginning. Dylan just randomly turns, looks at the camera, and when played at 150% speed, it sounded like a whale noise.
Yes.
It was
Yep.
a well known.
Okay.
Yep.
Just a whale noise as he looks at the camera.
Which may or may not have been related to the fart cloud that goes across the street.
Then that same
I don't know.
That same After Effects fart cloud goes across the screen. Finn, we're done.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fateful
Well, then the credits
Findings.
part.
Yeah, then the credits roll, where you find out that all those businesses are fictional. Oh,
The real ones are corrupt.
Wow.
Fateful Findings.
Ah,
What
I'm
have you
tired
found?
now. I feel like I've just had exercise.
You've been laughing perpetually for like 2 hours.
Oh,
Fateful Findings. What do you know about that? What does rotten Neil Breen's balls have to say about him?
Rotten Neil Breen's balls say he is the greatest thing to ever walk the earth. However, RottenTomatoes.com, not surprisingly, but critics didn't really bother with this, so there's no real rating. Audience seemed to give it a score of about 50%.
wow.
That's kind of what I would expect.
Yeah,
Because this is like you love it or you hate it.
Yeah, and I gotta imagine nobody's like giving it a positive review because they think it's a quality film. Don't tell Neil I said that though. What do you think about this, John?
I hate it.
I would rather go in the bathroom and puke.
Yeah. A pile. It was thick.
It was. I don't know. I think John loved it.
I hate it. No, even having a gummy and a Red Bull start kicking in 2/3 of the way through it, still was awful.
Yeah,
Awful.
you could tell. I don't even know if Brick was here at this point, but like you could tell the way the room was going because early on, me and Rob were laughing at the hysterical gauze mask that's over his mouth and his nose, and John was just like, "What is funny? Literally, what is funny?"
Everything I see right here is sad. This is not funny. So yeah, no, I despise Neil Breen after being exposed to him the first time on this podcast when Rob rolled a 1 or
That was Tony.
That was me.
that one was your fault.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate both of you.
There.
Happy to help.
Yeah, no, I would rather watch any 2 of the other movies I've been on this podcast and said I absolutely hate back to back than watch a Neil Breen movie.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
We got to show him Food Fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
I said any 2 that I've
He's watched.
that I've
Okay.
seen for the
So,
podcast and
that
said I hate.
garbage.
it.
Safe to say you're not recommending.
No, I am not recommending you waste your time on this fucking god awful attempt at filtering a human element through the lens of a retarded AI. No.
Okay.
All right.
Rob.
I enjoyed it. I feel like this is one of those movies that you have to see to believe. So I do recommend it.
No,
on that
believe
basis.
me, it's fucking bad.
It is bad. Oh, it is bad.
Not so bad it's good, though.
I disagree
It's
there.
just
See, I think
bad.
it's so bad it's good. And as a connoisseur of crap, I recommend it.
Okay. Brick.
So, this is a different kind of movie. This is not like a movie. This is something that I expect I would have seen had I gone to film school in like undergrad level of film school. Somebody turning in as a project to demonstrate some aspect of filmmaking. So I'm going to rate it on that scale. And if it was an undergrad in like their 19, 20-year-old range, I'd give them a B. They put a lot of effort into it. They took the assignment seriously, but it's crap.
Assignment serious.
Yeah,
All right.
they took the assignment seriously. They tried. This isn't their future, but they tried. Yeah,
Still
it's
not worthy of a
He
B.
did give it to us all. I'll give him that.
it's for an actual movie. It's crap. If you do watch it with friends. I didn't really enjoy watching it alone. I really enjoyed watching it with these guys. So I would recommend watching it as like a party movie.
Okay.
Just tell them that that's what the party's about first. Give them the choice.
That's fair. Yeah. I would say, I'll throw it in as a recommend. I was debating between that or light recommend, just because this is, if you are someone clearly who are into bad movies, you will enjoy this. If you do this with others like yourself,
I don't think anybody here can argue. I like me some bad movies, some worse than what you folks.
different
But a
type,
certain type of bad
different
movies.
type,
Yeah,
yes,
different type of bad.
totally different style. But the point being, like, yeah, if you get some friends together or whatever, like, you'll have a good time laughing at this because it's bananas and so much of it is questionable and just ridiculous. But yeah, probably not for the faint of heart. Joe.
So, since no character in this movie went on any kind of emotional journey, I guess I had to. So I'm watching this, and I'm mad. I hate this. I'm yelling at my computer monitor, like when you're seeing like the Breen ass, and like I'm just saying, like, fucking say something. Like as people are
I got a
spending
boner out of nowhere.
like 2 seconds like buffering before they
He's
talk.
got a hate boner.
Yeah, and I'm mad. I'm thinking of ways I could like, tender my resignation in the podcast and stuff. And then at a certain point around when I sped the movie up, it had worn me down. And I think the beginning half of this movie is objectively boring. And like the crap is, it's just crap. Like it's not fun crap or whatever. But it was around when he was in the closet with that woman in the alleged therapy office, where I just burst out laughing.
It definitely took a turn at that.
Yeah. And then, shortly after that, I sped it up so the dialogue wasn't giving me problems anymore. And then I just started enjoying myself. Like this, it was, I was awed by how terrible the thing I was watching was. And I was so delightfully confused. And excited to talk to my friends about this movie and see what theories we could come up with.
I don't like feeling like I'm having a stroke.
I am talking now. This is my review. But I was looking forward to talking with my friends about, what this movie could, like, what could be going on in this movie, because it doesn't make it clear. So, yeah, by the end, I was enjoying it. So, it is a conditional recommend. No, this movie is fucking abysmal. And if you can't deal with a movie that is not watchable, because it's not, like, then don't even try. But if you want to enjoy just nonsense, speed it up. Like, adjust the playback speed. You're not going to miss anything because the dialogue takes so long to load. And honestly, the people don't even move that janky because they're moving around like they're on tranquilizers anyway.
And Neil Breen, already walks like a deer. So.
Yeah, I think Neil Breen has to command his body to do every action it does, and there's input lag.
It's a series of bellows and tubes.
So if you can deal with those parameters, which I totally understand that people can't, and like I'm not going to give John any shit for not liking this because there's. God knows I was not enjoying myself for like a third of it.
I'm well aware I have a very specific sense of taste.
Yeah. By the end, though, I was just smiling and just having a great time. So I am going to recommend it, but only if you could deal with those factors I mentioned.
Now, John, you talked through that woman's entire presentation, didn't you? Sorry.
We also spent like half the episode in the bathroom, so he needed some time to talk.
I wanted to quote Spider-Man.
All right.
Anyway.
well, I hope you got it out of your system.
Yeah, no, not exactly, but that's all right.
I missed the part.
So-
where that's my problem.
Yeah, there you go. So, like it or not, enough of us have leaned towards recommending that for this episode we are recommending Fateful Findings.
yes.
So,
I mean, honestly, I can't recommend any other movie of this type of shitty that's any better.
If you want to be confused, just watch Evangelion.
Yeah, but like The Room or like
Yeah.
Birdemic or any of them, they all have the same exact problems. Like the sound's
Yeah.
terrible, the acting is
They're all conditional
robotic.
movies,
Yeah.
for sure. Like, don't watch it alone
Yeah.
unless you're a specific kind of idiot.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's Tony's turn to roll.
It is,
isn't
I believe so. Time to roll the D20 of fate to determine the next film we watch.
Oh boy.
Roll
Boy,
one.
indeed.
Roll one.
Don't put me in a bunch of trash bags. It's a
a
19.
Oh,
Oh.
wow.
That's a shocker.
Almost a 1.
You know, I
What
wonder.
even is that?
I don't even know.
What is that?
1986 is The Boy Who Could Fly.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't know what this is.
I don't either.
I don't know.
I
either.
do.
Okay, is it a movie I'm going to be able to find? Maybe?
It's a Disney movie, so it's more depends on if. Oh, I don't want to be a bitch about it, but I believe that is Kurt Russell.
Fred Savage and Bonnie Bedelia.
So it's already got big names, and it's probably going to be a great movie.
Or, if you prefer, we could again throw this out, and I can
Fred
recommend a Neil
Gwynn's
Breen
coming back.
movie.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. If we have to pull an audible, we'll do so. Well, everybody,
One away from Travis.
that would have been a 20, and Tony would have picked something else.
Also, I'm sorry, people.
Dragon
Yeah, loud.
I have not seen that in like 30 years.
It's probably another one you'd want to watch on faster speed, if I remember correctly.
Almost assuredly.
All right, guys, thank you so much for listening to our little podcast here. We were delighted to share it with you. If you have any questions, comments, or all of our emails and stuff will be at the end of the episode. In the meantime, thank you so much. We'll see you next time for The Boy Who Could Fly.
Adios.
Bye-bye.
Breening out.
Hey everybody, thanks so much for listening. If you enjoyed the episode, please subscribe, and if possible, leave a review. If you have questions, comments, or would like to sponsor an episode, email us at the4ampodcast@gmail.com. And if you want to support the show, you can buy a t-shirt, hoodie, and more at Teespring. Or gain access to exclusive content by becoming a patron at patreon.com/4ampodcast. Thanks again for listening. See you next time.